Let's see the story. The narrator visits a studio to have his photograph taken. The photographer looked at him without enthusiasm. He was a bending man in a grey suit, but there is no need to describe him. Everybody knows what a photographer is like. He asked the narrator to sit and wait. He waited for an hour. He read the Ladies' Companion for 1912, the Girls' Magazines for 1902, and the Infant Journal for 1888. After an hour, the photographer opened the inner door. "Come in," he said severely. He went into the studio. The photographer asked the narrator to sit down. He sat down in the ray of sunlight filtered through a sheet of factory cotton hung against a frosted skylight. The photographer rolled a machine into the middle of the room and crawled into it from behind. Again, he went inside the camera and was quiet for some time. The author thought that he was praying inside, but he came out and told the author that his face was wrong. The narrator said that he had always known it. He also said that he didn't like his head, twisting it as far as he could. The photographer stopped to listen. He came over and took his head and twisted it sideways. He sighed again. He said that he don't like the head. Then he went back to the machine and took another look. The photographer asked him to open the mouth a little and then close it. Then he looked at him. "The ears are bad. Bend them a little more and roll your eyes under the lids. Put the hands on the knees and turn the face a little upward. Expand the lungs and hump the neck. Contract the weights and twist the hip up towards the elbow. Now, I still don't like the face, it's just too full," but said the photographer. All this got on to his nerve, and the author got up from the stool angrily, saying that he had learned to love his face with all its faults. He said that it was his face, and he had lived with it for 40 years, and he knew its faults, and it wasn't made for him. He said that he was conscious of a break in his voice, but that was his mouth, not his. Those ears are his, and if his machine is too narrow, he started to rise from the seat. Exactly at the moment, the photographer clicked the camera and happily declared that he had captured him at the right moment of animation. Then he asked the author to come on Saturday to collect the proof. When the author went to collect the proof on Saturday, it was not like him at all. "The eyes don't look very much like him," said the author. The photographer said that it was his as he retouched them. To this, the narrator said that his eyebrows are not like him. The photographer said that his eyebrows are removed. They have a process called the Delphi for putting in new ones and to remove the hair away from the brow. He doesn't like the hair low on the skull. The narrator asked, "What about his mouth?" "The mouth is adjusted a little as his was too low. I found that he couldn't use it." "The ears, of course, have a little likeness. They are just like mine." "Yes," said the photographer, "but he can fix that all right in the print. They have a process called the sulfate for removing the ears entirely." The author blasted him, saying that he wanted his original God given face, only not in his reconstructed and repolished one. He wants something that his friends might keep after his death to comfort them to his loss. To him, it is worthless thing. Saying this, the author broke into tears and left the studio. This story against to today's people, because nowadays people they have taken photo in their mobiles and they retouch the photo to attract others, but the author wants to his face as heaven gave it to him. So our face is our identity. Have you understood, children? Shall I ask some question? Yes. Why did the author go to the photo studio?
The author went to the photo studio to have his photograph taken.
Good. Next question. How did the photographer look at the author at first?
The photographer looked at him without enthusiasm.
Yes, correct answer. Next question. What he drew over himself?
He drew a little black cloth over himself.
Excellent. The next question. What did the photographer do with the author's head?
The photographer took his head in his hand and twisted it sideways.
Good. The next question. Why did the author visit the studio on Saturday?
The author visited the studio on Saturday to see the proof of his photograph taken.
Excellent. Thank you, children.